Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, Grit Week 2020. Weird Grit Week, but Grit Week nonetheless. We have an awesome interview with Primetime Deion Sanders. We also have an interview with a real-life sanitation worker, trash guy, garbage man. So we get the ins and outs of the garbage business, and we also get to talk to Primetime. Pretty much two ends of the spectrum. Love it. It's going to be great. We have Who's Back of the Week, a little baseball weekend recap, and then for our Monday reading, we check in with the other side of the where's it? Waffle House
fight. The cook that was making eggs in weird fucked up ways from like 3 or 4 months ago.
We get the story from the guy who was ordering the eggs. Remember, his girlfriend wrote in, so his side of the story. It is must listen to. Very excited for that. Before we get to all of that, we're brought to you by the Cash App. We're always brought to you by the Cash App. Cash App is the best app in the world. It's the easiest place to send money to your friends. It's the safest. And we are also, we'll get into the details probably on Wednesday's show about where the charity money's going and everything. But we are going to raise some money for charity on Wednesday's live stream. So we're gonna be taking donations through the Cash App. So it'll be super easy if you want to help out a great cause that AWL hit us up about. Make sure that you download the Cash App. It's the =1 app. It links directly to your bank account. You can do some good, and they're giving you $10 for free. $10 for free when you sign up with code Barstool. Sign up with code Barstool. You get $10 for free. $10 to ASPCA. You can use that $10 to donate to a great cause. So download the Cash App from the App Store, Google Play Store today. Get it. The Cash App. We love the Cash App. Thank you, Cash App. I kiss you on the lips. I love Cash App. Mwah. So download it right now. Okay, let's go.
Down in the streets there is violence, and there's lots of work to be done. On the north side, not to work it. No place to hang out the washing, and you can't blame it all on the sun. But let them know we're gonna rock onto Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. We're gonna rock onto Electric Avenue. Let's do one and rock, we'll take it higher.
Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by the Cash App. Go download it right now. Use code Barstool. You get $10 for free. $10 to the ASPCA. Today is Monday, July 27th, and welcome to Grit Week. Little different this year.
We obviously can't be going on the road. We can't be traveling in Vanny. We can't be slumming it in Malibu with the celebs this year.
Now, in our defense, so if you are a new AWL, Grit Week is every single year. We've done this every single year. We've had the podcast, so 5 years in a row. We have gone out. It was usually right before Memorial Day. We would go out on the road. We'd do a bunch of interviews. We would see a different part of the country. We've done the South. We've done the Midwest. We've done the West Coast. So this year, obviously, with the pandemic, we weren't able to go anywhere. We held off as long as we could. We were hoping that things would get better to the point where we could get on the road. It turns out it didn't.
We're going to combine it with the training camp tour that we also do every year. So we're going to go to like different training camps as they opened up in late July, but it became apparent that wasn't going to happen either. So we're making chicken salad out of chicken shit.
And it's going to be fun. So we have some great interviews this week and on Wednesday starting at noon. So from noon on Wednesday to noon on Thursday, we're going to be doing a 24-hour live stream. We're not going to be sleeping. Streamathon. We have a ton of stuff planned. We're going to be raising some money. It's as gritty as you can get. PFT is going to drink 24 beers. I'm going to eat 24 hot dogs. Billy Football is going to run a marathon on a treadmill. That's just a little taste of everything we're doing.
We're going to have some celebrity guests. We're going to have interviews calling in. We're going to have people that are playing us in video games on the live stream. We've got a little bit of everything.
What's grittier than that? So it is the grittiest way that you can sit on your couch. Pretty much that's what Grit Week 2020 is.
We timed it perfectly so it ends right when the NBA games pick back up.
Right.
So we're going to try to watch those and probably just fall asleep on our couch.
Correct. So we have adapted. It's going to be a lot of fun. We hope that everyone will tune in during it. So that is Grit Week. We're in Grit Week. Feel gritty. Let's talk. We had sports this weekend, finally. Baseball all the way back. Any takeaways other than I saw you tweeting about this, but the on pace for the 60-game season is going to be electric.
It sucks though because not as many people are doing the on pace tweets. You know, like it's like the first robin of spring in early April. You always get the people who are like, "Oh, so Bryce Harper's on pace for 350 RBIs."
Yes,
and I miss those tweets. There aren't as many popping right now because it's not as cool to say like, "Oh, Giancarlo Stanton is on pace for 60 steroid-assisted home runs."
Yes.
You know, like it doesn't pop the same way. But there's still people out there that you're seeing in their native environment that are tweeting that out. And so my hat goes off to you.
Yeah, so I had a few takeaways. The first was we're going to get more fights this year. Although, actually, let me step back because I don't know how they're going to fight social distancing. But I was watching the Cubs game on Saturday.
Anybody, yeah.
But I was watching the Cubs game on Saturday. It might have even been Friday. And it got testy. And after the game, they were interviewing guys in the clubhouse, and they're like, yeah, we can hear literally everything the other team's saying.
Yeah.
So, like, when they talk shit, we get pissed.
Yeah.
So it's like a totally new normal where I think there might be more tempers flaring because you can hear every slight, every remark that is said in an empty stadium.
I really want the broadcast to turn off the pumped-in crowd noise when there's a manager argument with the umpire because that's the one thing. Like I've always wanted to know exactly what gets said in those arguments. We got treated 2 years ago to my ass is in the jackpot.
Yep.
And those types of gold lines. There was one back when I think it was Sparky Anderson got into a fight with an umpire where they had him mic'd up. That's just so awesome to hear. I want to hear every single fucking word that is said in those like belly-to-belly arguments.
Did you see in the Cardinals-Pirates game, the new normal? It is so fucking funny. The Pirates manager comes out, Shelton. He comes out, and so the ump tosses him, and they both are angry, and they both pause to put on their masks.
Yeah.
And they then stand 5 feet away from each other and scream at each other. It's like, it's actually a great barrier. Like, it's a great way to have a second to be like, okay, am I really mad? What am I mad about?
Yeah.
And take a breath and be like, all right, this is what I'm mad about.
It's a cool down period. It's like two boxers get into the ring before they start fighting. They have to put on their masks.
By the way, quick timeout. We're in the middle of the fourth quarter of our team, the Water Dogs, playing the Atlas, and Judas Football is rooting for the fucking Atlas for some reason because he's a fucking loser. Billy, I still don't understand why you sat in this owner's suite of ours and you're like, I'm going to root for the Atlas today.
Well, I think the Atlas have a lot of veterans with a lot of experience. And
they're an international team. You said it yourself. It's basically Team USA from a couple years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're too used to playing the international
so
game.
Like America?
No, it's Paul Rabel Anthony. It's Carmelo Anthony.
You wrote that they have basically
the
LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh of lacrosse on one team.
Yes. And I get to pick wherever my allegiances are.
They just tied
and
it
they
up.
tied it up.
All right, we're falling apart.
That's fine.
Whatever.
That's fine.
The Water Dogs have the best jerseys in the game. All right, so other baseball thoughts I had. So teams fighting. Obviously the manager and the umps fighting with the masks on. The cardboard cutouts getting domed, which we mentioned on Friday. That happened. It was awesome.
The dog took a shot.
Yeah, there was another one where a home run just went cut a kid's head off. They need to keep those up though.
Yeah,
it needs to be
them.
just complete of a graveyard at the end of the season.
Don't repair them. Show us how dangerous it is to really attend a baseball game.
Right, and then they have the sad mascots, which I can't get enough of.
Yeah,
there's mascots in the stands, and it's so funny seeing mascots with no one around them just being as sad as possible.
It's also funny watching the game develop and figure out like what works on TV and what doesn't work in this new normal. So they had the computer generated fans,
awful,
which were hilarious.
It was N64 graphics,
but where they didn't do like any rendering whatsoever on the people in the set. They should actually there should be a video game that just concentrates the most about like making the fans look as realistic as possible. Use that technology for this. Like that'd be sick to have what would appear to be like an actual crowd that's all fake. But then
so it'd be like instead of Madden, it would be just Madden for fans.
It would be just
you
fans.
don't get to play the game, you just get to go to the game.
You get to attend the game,
right?
And get into a fight, maybe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So like how many
this
beers?
week we got the Chargers.
Yeah. How many beers can you drink in an hour?
We're going to the black hole.
Yeah. You're at a Eagles game. Can you throw up on the person in front of you if they're cheering for the wrong team?
Yeah. Block the battery or run from it.
Yeah. Oh, it's Santa Claus.
Yeah.
You've got a slingshot.
I like that. You power up in Buffalo through going through a table.
Yes. It'd be sick.
Your health is low. Go through a table to re-energize.
Yeah. NFL Fan 2K20. That would be a sick game.
Someone write that game. Someone write that game. But yeah, so the mascots are sad. The digital fans are weird. I like a low level of the crowd noise, the piped-in crowd noise. Not too much, but just kind of that low murmur that you hear at a baseball game. Mm-hmm. That's soothing to have.
It's nice. Yeah, like when you're watching the Champions League, and they have that
just
low
like a
murmur.
They've
got the low murmur down pat.
It doesn't
Occasionally,
need to be too much.
They throw a chant in
right
at some point. Which, by the way, watching a little football this weekend, reminded me that when we did our Mount Rushmore of stadium pump-up songs, nobody took the Ole 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 song.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's the international champion.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that it's preseason or it's the start of the season for the behind the scenes graphics guys too, the behind the scenes sound guys. So they'll learn how to hit the home run button and make the crowd gradually start cheering and stop eventually.
Right. So that was baseball. In NBA. They're not ready yet. It's coming next week. We're excited. They've actually had some preseason games which look good. But the big story was Lou Williams and the strip club incident, which so fucking funny and so this league because Lou Williams, he left the bubble for, I think his grandfather passed away, and then he was someone took a picture. One of his friends took a picture. A rapper, Jack Harlow, took a picture with Lou Williams in Magic City, the strip club in Atlanta, immediately deleted it, and then had the excuse when everyone was like, wait, Lou Williams is in a strip club? He said, I was just reminiscing because I miss him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
it's old time. It was an old picture.
Lou Williams was wearing the face mask that the NBA gave out in the bubble.
No, it's an old picture, Big Cat. I stand with Lou. By the way, if we're going to blame anybody for this, I'm absolutely blaming Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
This is your fault, man. You should not. First of all, you're not allowed to take pictures in strip clubs. That's rule number one of any strip club that you've ever been to in your life.
Correct.
That's no cameras at any time. That's one. Number two, don't take a picture of your buddy in a strip club when you know that he's not allowed to be in there.
Right.
Number three, at least have his back when he's like, I was just picking up food, which I totally empathize with because some strip clubs have wonderful food. Jaguars in Dallas, Texas had one of the best breakfast buffets I've ever been to in my life.
And let me tell you something. Lou Williams, he might have been there for the strippers, but he has had a history of saying that Magic City in Atlanta is his favorite food.
They're famous for their wings.
There are years and years and years of tweets, 10 years of tweets of people asking Lou Williams, what's your favorite spot? And he says Magic City every time.
Yeah.
So I believe him. I just love the idea of tweeting out a picture and then just being I was just Instagram storying it because I miss him.
Yeah,
reminiscing.
My old buddy. Yeah, and listen,
simpler times. What did you put on Green Day?
I blame two people. I blame one, Jack Harlow, and then two, I blame Adam Silver. Because Adam Silver should have a strip club inside the bubble. There should be a strip club.
Yes,
these
absolutely.
are NBA players with needs, and that among these are casual lap dances and delicious lemon pepper barbecue wings.
Yes. So
which, by the way, I never thought that lemon pepper barbecue would be a good combination until I tried it. It's outstanding.
Delicious.
Yes.
Billy.
You forgot the part where Lou Williams has wings named after him.
Yeah, he
At
does.
Magic City?
Yeah,
Yes.
look,
They're called the
it's in
Lou
my
Will lemon
pamphlet.
pepper barbecue.
Oh, dude, he's totally off the hook.
Now, I'm going to read a couple of these other flavors of wings that they have there. Uncle Jeff Honey Jerk.
That I'd buy right away.
Yeah, Juju Rude Boy Jerk.
Okay.
I don't know about that. Justice Magic sounds pretty sweet. Mm-hmm. And then they got the standard hot, naked. Those are the wings they're describing here,
I would
not
go
the dancers.
I go Uncle Jeff Honey Jerk.
Uncle Jeff Honey Jerk sounds like a good call.
There's got to be a special recipe in that.
Juju Rude Boy Jerk, I don't know. It seems like
Either
might
way,
be getting into a little hazing situation there, if you know what I'm saying.
Hilarious this league story. And then the only other thing, which was kind of a big thing, Jamal Adams finally got traded, spoke it into existence, traded to the Seahawks. I actually love this trade for the Jets. Is it weird to say that they the safety position is Jamal Adams is a great player.
Yeah.
But to give up, what'd they end up giving up? A first round and what was it? What was the final trade haul?
The final trade haul, I believe, was they got
Billy, you didn't want to put this in there?
They got
pretty much the biggest
two
story.
first-round picks, a fourth-round pick. And
that's so much.
Yeah, it's
for
a lot,
safety.
It's a lot for safety. It's a win-win as far as trades in the NFL go because, one, they get rid of a player who was not happy there, didn't want to be there in the long term, and two, the Jets get players that can't be called busts for at least another 3 years.
Right.
They just punted on their future, and they're like, okay, you can't accuse us of blowing this draft pick until we actually take the guy.
So it's Jamal Adams and a fourth-round pick to Seattle. in exchange for Bradley McDougall, first-round pick in 2021, third-round pick in 2021, first-round pick in 2022. That's a fucking haul. Like the Jets, that's a great deal for the Jets. Especially because they traded up for Sam Darnold, and they've lost a little draft capital. So now they get it back. I love that move for them.
The only danger in giving the Jets so many first-round picks is now they've got first-round picks that they can kind of take a flyer on.
Yeah.
So they can get a little fast and loose with one of these guys and like pick a slot guy out of a Division I AA school that just jumps off the charts with his measurables in the first round and be like, well, we've got a couple to burn through, so we can take a chance. And the Jets, when they're feeling frisky, like they can take chances, that's a dangerous position for them to be in.
The Seahawks also are one of those teams that whenever they add, now we're down. God damn it. Fuck the Atlas.
11-10, a minute left.
The Seahawks are one of those teams that because of their history, the minute they add a defensive player, you're like, oh shit, this isn't unfair. They're going to be so sick. When the Ravens add Earl Thomas, you're like, this isn't fair.
Yeah, with the Seahawks, I automatically just assume that Earl Thomas is still there.
Right.
Richard Sherman's still there.
Right.
Last possession by the
Minka
Waterdogs.
Fitzpatrick goes to the Steelers.
They blew it.
And you're like, damn, the Steelers are just when you add a defensive player to a defensive team, you're like, this is not fair.
They should. I just thought of this. They should call their secondary the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone Coverage.
Ooh, I like that.
Chaz.
Yeah. So that was a big story. I don't know. Le'Veon Bell was not. He was like, fuck that. You're out.
Le'Veon Bell. He's pissed off at. Let me get this straight. He's
Adams.
mad at Jamal Adams for forcing a trade out of the team that he did not feel respected long term for. Got it.
Yeah.
I stand with Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah. People do all the hooting and hollering to get you brought in just to leave. Oh, like people weird, yo. The internet got these dudes doing whatever for attention, even when they tell you shit they don't believe themselves. That was Le'Veon Bell. So maybe I guess he's saying that because Jamal Adams tried to get Le'Veon Bell, courted him, now he feels betrayed. I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah, who knows?
Tough for Le'Veon Bell.
Did Jamal Adams make a mixtape announcing where he was going to go?
No.
You remember, that feels like that was forever ago. Like all the NFL journalists staying up until midnight trying to figure out how to find Le'Veon Bell's mixtape.
Yes.
And then listening to every track and transcribing it, trying to piece together the equation.
Yeah. By the way, I think we should fire our coach. Just straight up, you can't have a loss like that.
It's 0 goals in the last 18 minutes.
That's
0
tough.
goals in the last 18 minutes?
We took our foot off the gas. It's unacceptable.
I'm not saying fire the coach. What's the coach's name?
Andy Copeland.
Andy Copeland.
What was
Andy Copeland, dude.
We were up
You're
by
on the
how much?
fucking hot seat.
They were up 8-6 at a half and scored 2 goals in the second half.
8-6, most dangerous lead in lacrosse. Everyone knows.
Damn it. That sucks.
Do you think the Atli are going to make 6-8 box score T-shirts?
How do you lose that game? I want Andy Copeland. I want to call him right now. He should be on the hot seat.
The Atlas shouldn't have let you in the game.
Shut up, Billy. I fucking hate that you root for the Atlas. All right, let's get to our Who's Back of the Week. Grit Week 2020 is here, and while it may be a little different this year, our friends at Bud Light want to help it keep it special. That's why we are giving away a custom Grit Week fridge, just like the one we have in studio. It's a sick beer fridge with our logo on the side, for football guys only on the front. So we're giving one of those away. All you have to do to enter is tweet #GritFridge and #sweepstakes on Twitter. Again, tweet #GritFridge and #sweepstakes to enter. No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 21 plus and 7/30/20. See official rules at budlight.com/gritfridge for more details. Again, #GritFridge, #sweepstakes on Twitter, and it's a great fridge. It's a great fridge. I can't believe the Water Dogs lost.
I mean, it's a choke job.
We
lost that. The Atlas didn't win. I don't want the Atlas to get points for this. We should just get negative.
God damn it. All right, Hank, your Who's Back of the Week.
My Who's Back of the Week is the Mets.
Ooh.
We talked about it in the beginning of the show. No, they were one strike away from winning their first game. 3-2 lead. Blew the save, blew the lead, blew the game. And it was just good, like Saturday night. All the Mets fans I was at.
Wait, I thought they won on Friday though.
Or whatever. They won on Friday.
They were about to have
their
a winning
first
streak.
blown game
Gotcha.
of the season.
Okay.
It's just good, it's just one of those things. Like we're talking about the return of sports, everything. It's just like the more and more things like this happening, the more and more everything feels normal.
How was Jose Cespedes, Hank?
He was fine.
He's fine. He's good.
Ed Luz Diaz.
Ed Luz Diaz.
Yeah.
He blew the save, and he was smiling. Mets fans were not happy about that.
No. It does feel the nature is healing tweets. Like when Mets fans just start having meltdowns on Twitter, it does feel like, oh my God. Like Frank the Tank, who is a coworker of ours, saying the season's over after game 2 and predicting 10-game losing streak after that one.
Mm-hmm.
It just is like, this is like slipping into a nice warm bath.
That would be a great level in the Madden fan simulator to be a Mets fan.
Yes.
It's a side quest.
Yes.
You give up on the Jets, you become Fireman Ed, you quit the Jets for a season, turn to the Mets, and then go right back.
And watch him just punch you in the dick every single day. All right, is that it?
All right,
great, good job.
Thanks. Good job, Hank.
Thanks.
Good job, Hank.
Thanks.
My Who's Back of the Week is Alex Smith.
Oh,
Alex Smith, his personal doctor cleared him to resume football activities, which I don't think any personal doctor should ever clear you to be like, hey, go out there and just play football. That doesn't seem like something that a family physician would do.
Would you think he should use the Redskins doctor?
That's
the Washington football team doctor?
The Washington football team.
I'd say the personal doctor is much, much more trusted than that.
Well, so now he still has to get cleared by the Washington football team doctor to play. But it just dawned on me a second ago that what doctor is you should go play football. That'll be good for you.
I actually though think that he probably that doctor is now sending him to the Simpsons Dr. Nick. Go get cleared by go get cleared by the Washington team.
But I mean, good for Alex Smith. I'm excited for him because he obviously almost lost his leg a couple years ago. I just don't think that playing on that field in Rowell John, Maryland is going to be a good thing for his leg. I don't know. I'd like to see him succeed somewhere, and I think he's one of those guys that is probably going to be a quarterback coach, probably an offensive coordinator eventually.
He's got a shitload of money.
And he's the greatest backup quarterback of all time. He will coach up a guy that he's in the room with, a younger guy that's there with him. So
he's also part of one of my favorite trivia questions of all time.
Is it the one where he didn't throw a touchdown pass to a wide receiver for a year and a half?
No, it's what college has the only number 1 pick in football and basketball.
Oh, okay. Who was it in?
It was in the same year, I think.
Who was it in basketball?
Andrew Bogut.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. Pretty fun, right?
That is a very fun trivia question.
I think it was the same year. I think it's what's college in the same year had the first round pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2005. Was that Alex Smith as well?
I believe so.
Yeah. So that's a fun little trivia for you guys.
But another fun trivia fact is I think it was 17 weeks in a row of NFL football that Alex Smith did not complete a touchdown pass to a wide receiver.
Yes, that was also fun. Yeah, the trivia question is what team had the number 1 pick in football and basketball? Only one team ever.
Yeah, so I hope Alex Smith does good. I don't know where he's
year.
going to end up landing. I don't know if he's going to actually play football this year, but I'm glad that he didn't have to have his leg amputated at least.
Yes.
And now it seems like he's recovered, so that's cool.
Big time. All right, my Who's Back of the Week is Tom Thibodeau. He is back. Thibs is back. He's 5-year deal, I think, with the Knicks has been finalized. This is going to not work.
Nothing screams New York City like Tom Thibodeau.
Dude, he went from he didn't trust the ownership and GM in Chicago, thought they were bugging his office, and everything fell apart, and now he's going to go work for James Dolan?
Yeah. I guarantee you Thibs decides just to, he lives in Staten Island, takes the ferry over every day.
He's him versus the media. It's going to be great. I mean, good news for him is I think half the Knicks roster is old Bulls castaways, so I think he can probably just cobble together a team, but it's just that's not going to work.
Thibs always struck me as a coach that is really, really good at getting the most out of mediocre talent and really, really bad at getting anything remotely good out of excellent talent.
Well, he's all gas, no brakes. So game 20 is the same as the second round in the playoffs, and let's just say load management has become a phenomenon in the NBA. And Thibs does not understand that.
He doesn't get that.
No,
I would hire Thibs in a second to coach the Water Dogs, or at least to coach our coach on the Water Dogs.
Yeah, I mean, fucking Water Dogs.
Just took
dude.
your
Andy
foot
Copeland?
off the gas in the second half.
Fuck that guy. God,
you got to stay aggressive.
Out.
Score.
He's
shoot.
out. He's out. I'm firing him. We're firing him. And then my other Who's Back is Ryan Pace in his draft pick. So he traded Adam Shaheen, who was the 45th overall pick, second rounder in 2017, for a sixth rounder. So that's a good asset management.
Good haul.
Yeah.
Inflation. You
Great
have to
haul.
take into account inflation. But you guys only have, 10 tight ends now?
Yeah, we're starting to get depleted.
That's an issue.
We'll see what happens.
Did he not have the depth chart in front of him?
I don't know. It's just, it's always good to make sure that it's kind of Belichickian of Ryan Pace to just keep keep trading guys for picks, even though the value just makes no sense. I remember when he was drafted, there's a lot of talk in Chicago because that was the Mitch draft, obviously, that Ryan Pace went out and got his Drew Brees and Jimmy Graham.
Okay.
So,
well,
that
in a way,
it
is the Ryan Pace version of a Drew Brees and a Jimmy Graham.
I remember reading that article. It's like he understands his time in New Orleans. He understands needing a big tight end and a great quarterback. It's like, fuck yes, dude, we're ready to roll.
Did you see the most hilarious sabermetrics of our lifetime over the weekend?
Yes.
Somebody DM'd this to me. Mitch Trubisky has by far the highest quarterback rating in the NFL when it's exactly 66 degrees outside.
66 degrees. Build a dome.
Bears fan, or better yet, just like go outside and light styrofoam on fire.
Or better yet, why doesn't Ryan Pace fucking package that shit up and trade him for a first rounder to a dome team?
To a dome team, or I'm telling
Colts.
you, like, people in Chicago just make your city warmer, raise a bunch of cattle and feed them beans,
God.
get them farting all the time. Let's increase the methane gas. If it's exactly 66,
let's just remember
Mitch is
that
your guy.
week like 5, 4.
Yeah.
That's perfect timing.
But that's not
Early
fair
October.
weather.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. That's probably the only chance you get.
I'm absolutely going to open up my weather app every single Sunday morning, and if it's 66, I'm unloading on Mitchell Trubisky.
You need the clock on the field though.
Temperature. I need a giant thermometer.
Yeah.
Now, do you think it's because he likes that temperature, or do you think like there's something in his head when he sees that it's 66? He feels good.
I think we just like we've been in this pandemic for so long that someone just dug so deep into stats that they finally found something.
It's probably like a late October game against the Dolphins.
Someone searched every single temperature.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what it might have been? There was I bet you I was at the game against the Bucks. I might not have been at the game. The Bucks, they put up, I think Mitch threw 6 touchdowns, and it was right around like weeks 5 or 6. That had to have been it. It was probably that game.
That's Mitch weather, baby.
Yes. All right, Billy, who's back?
My who's back of the week. This is impersonation. That bitch, Carol Baskins.
Oh.
Carol Baskins.
Who's back? Frank Caliendo.
Great
That's awesome.
job, dude.
Tried. Anyway,
You did.
Carol Baskins was awarded the Tiger King Joe Exotic's former zoo in Oklahoma. So Carol Baskins sued Joe Exotic, his company, his mother.
I thought it was in Ohio.
No.
Zoo?
Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Oklahoma. Anyway, so she's getting the zoo. She won the long game.
Okay.
She played the long game
She
and
came
won.
out on top.
Yeah.
Her and her simp husband.
Her and her
Tiger
simp
King?
husband.
Remember
Now,
Tiger King?
she is now the Tiger Queen.
Okay.
Yeah.
She won.
There you go. Billy, by the way, we'll do it after the interviews, because after the interviews we had the Monday reading, but we'll also just recap Billy's sheet, which is fantastic. Let's get, though, to our interviews. We have Deion Sanders, and then we have a sanitation worker from New York City. Ask him what it's like to be a garbage man. Grit Week. So let's do it. Before we get to that, though, Grit Week 2020 is sponsored by Dude Wipes, the original flushable wipes for guys. While everyone is stocking up on toilet paper, you need to be stocking up on Dude Wipes. Better than toilet paper, Dude Wipes are multi-purpose to use anywhere on your body to help you stay clean and hygienic during this interesting time and all the time. If you're not using these yet, while dropping a deuce, do yourself a favor and check them out. You feel so much better and fresher than only using shitty toilet paper. They will truly change your life. I'm telling you, I use Dude Wipes. If you aren't wiping with Dude Wipes, you are not wiping correctly. That's just a fact. You're walking around with poop in your butt, okay? It's just in there. Dude Wipes gets it out. You're walking around with poop in those cheeks. Dude brand has also expanded into a whole line of awesome new products to help you crush every bathroom experience, including the new Dude Wiper 1000 bidet attachment, which is a lean, mean, poop-destroying machine, and Dude Bombs, 2-in-1 bombs that you drop in the toilet prior to deucing. They create an indestructible barrier that instantly neutralizes stank in the air, leaving no trace of the ground. Oh, my God. Dude Bomb. That is technology that we needed. You put it in, and you don't stink up the whole place. If you if you're maybe just moved in with your girlfriend, you're in the first couple months of living together, Dude Bombs.
Skyline Chili should just sell those with every extra value meal.
God, you need a Dude Bomb. Dude Bombs. Do it. All right, so use code TAKE10 for 10% off all the Dude products at dudeproducts.com. They have everything. Take 10. We cannot recommend it enough. You got to get the Dude Bombs. You got to get the Dude Wipes. You got to be smelling good, looking good, feeling good. Like Deion says, that was probably a sidebar. That was the B side of that smell good.
Well, we also get into
good.
some bathroom talk with Deion Sanders
Yes.
about his approach when he goes into a stall and it's been blown up.
Yes, Dude Products. So take 10 for 10% off at dudeproducts.com. Okay, here he is. Primetime. Okay, we now welcome on a very, very special guest. It is NFL Hall of Famer, two-time Super Bowl champion. You know him as Primetime. It is Deion Sanders. Should we call you Primetime or Deion? Which one?
You gotta call me Prime.
Okay, Prime.
You guys are friends. You guys are friends.
Okay. All right. So, Prime, my first question, and we just saw you sprint down the hallway because you said, can I get 60 seconds? I think you took about 45 of the 60. You are one of the few athletes in the world where I don't care what age you are, I assume that if you put on the pads or grab the bat, you could make a NFL or MLB team today. Do you think that that's true, or am I maybe exaggerating your skills?
That is true, but I would have to play a limited role. Okay. I know me. I got to set myself up for a situation to succeed and not to fail. But that is true.
Okay.
What would that limited role be?
I could play nickel at a free safety in football. In baseball, I could pinch run.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I could pinch run. I could get in late, drop you down a bunt to third, beat it out. I could play a limited role.
I'm assuming that you've seen the video that came out yesterday of T.O. and Tyreek Hill running a 100-yard dash against each other, and then they ran the 40.
Yeah.
T.O., I think he's 46 years old.
Yeah, T.O. looks good.
He looks pretty good for a 46-year-old. The muscles on his back, it's just insane. I've never seen that on even a statue. But he ran the 40 right afterwards, and I think he ran it about 4.45. My question is, do you think that you could outrun T.O. right now?
I get T.O. Out of 40. We're talking about a 40.
Yeah.
I get T.O.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How fast do you think you'd run it in?
I call it NM speed. Next man. I'm just going to run next man. I'm just going to be the next man. Mm-hmm. If the next man is a 4.6, I'm going to be a 4.5. If the next man 4.5, I'm coming in at 4.4.
Okay.
One step better than the next man.
Okay. So your incredible career, you won 2 Super Bowl titles. You played in a World Series. You played sport athlete. Doesn't happen anymore really at all. Obviously, growing up, you knew you were an unbelievable athlete. But was there a moment where you're like, holy shit, like I am so much better than everyone?
Yeah, when I came out the womb. No, man. When I was a kid, growing up in Fort Myers, man, playing 3 sports, football, baseball, basketball, I knew I had it. But not just knowing was enough because I didn't want to settle with mediocrity even back then. I wanted to dominate, man. I wanted the high step. I was dancing in 74. So dancing in the NFL in 89 was nothing new to me. I've been dancing. I've been celebrating. I've been having a good time. Baseball, football, basketball. I was all state in that. I mean, so understanding the gift is one thing, but working your butt off to enhance the gift and to take the gift to another level, that was everything for me.
Okay, so let me ask the question a little bit of a different way. At what point in your career did you know that you had to put in more work and you couldn't get by just on that natural gift?
Just seeing my mama work, man. I saw my mama work 2 jobs predominantly my whole childhood and just that make ends meet. So I picked up the work ethic from what I saw. And I picked up the game and the hustle part of it from my biological father. And I picked up the consistency of getting up, putting on the uniform and going to work, like putting on the suit, putting on the football, baseball, basketball uniform from my stepfather. So that's why you got to be careful what you do around your kids. I picked up those little things. And at 7 years old, man, true story, 7 years old, I told my mama, you know what, I'm going to be rich one day. I'm going to make a lot of money. And you ain't going to never have to work another day in your life. And she said, for real? Go get that lawnmower and cut that grass right now, though, for the time.
So you
but
get
true story. I told her that at 7 years old.
You get to Florida State, and you're one of the best athletes on campus immediately. I think you started as a freshman, right, on the football team?
Yeah.
So was there a point when either you had to sit down and look yourself in the mirror or Coach Bowden had to talk to you and say, now's the time where you need to step it up to the next level, like this is no longer high school football. It's a little bit more difficult.
No, because I came to Florida State to change the game, to change the way the game was played. I mean, I've always thought like that. I remember my first few games, I was rotating. It was a 3-corner rotation. You know, these two will start. I come in the next series, then the other guys sit down, and we rotated. And then one time, those two guys went out to one of the sporting goods stores and bought themselves towels and wristbands with their numbers on them, and they didn't tell me. So I remember them warming up for the game. I said, "Oh, that's nice. Y'all didn't tell me, huh?"
Mm-hmm.
They say, "My bad." I said, "You know what? I'm starting, and I ain't coming out. How about that?"
There you go. There you go.
So in college,
that's when I started, and then come out again.
Yeah, in college, Bobby Bowden, I think, is one of the most underrated coaches. What made him? What made him so special? He had. I mean, there's something I can't remember the exact stat, but it's something like 50 or like 10 years in a row where Florida State finished in the top 5, which is just like, it's almost impossible how good he was for how long it was. I think it was more than that. But what made him so special?
Coach Bowden was a wonderful human being, very personable, very spiritual. He's like a father being away from home that we all need, especially in the African-American community. But he had a staff that was unbelievable. If you do the history on Florida State didn't fall off a little bit until all those staff guys started leaving. Chuck Amato went to North Carolina State, I believe. Coach Mark Rick went to Georgia. This guy went to that place, South Carolina. This guy went here. This guy went there. And that's when things start going south. But until those guys start departing, he had a staff that was unbelievable, that could recruit his butt off and then develop players like no other. Led by my defensive back coach, Mickey Andrews. Florida State has put more guys in pros defensively than anything. Offensive guys have been good, but not like the defense.
Yeah, I just looked it up. So to put it into perspective, Bobby Bowden had a 14-year stretch where the Florida State Seminoles finished in the top 5. Yeah. Nick Saban in the Alabama Crimson Tide, who've been, you could say Nick Saban's run right now is probably the best run in college football history. Yeah. He still they had in 2013 they finished 7-8 in the 2 polls. Last year they finished 8-8, ranked 8 in the coaches, 8 in the AP. So they only went 4 years in a row where 5 years in a row where they finished in the top 5. 14 years in a row where they finished in the top 5. That's insane.
That's insane, but you got to understand, Coach Saban loses his staff every 2 years.
True.
I'm talking about the whole staff, not just the OCDC. He loses everybody, and then he has a tree that's phenomenal. That's the difference.
Yeah. Did he ever give you any shit about your dancing, some of the high stepping that you do? Because Bobby seems like he's an old school type of guy.
Well, I didn't dance in college whatsoever. But you got to understand, when you the hardest worker, what they gonna say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When you the first one on the field, the last one to leave, what they gonna say? When you playing 2 sports and you coming over to practice in between your 2 sports that you're playing on the college campus, what they gonna say?
Mm-hmm. So
nothing.
Tell me a little bit about being the hardest worker, because we talked to Jerry Rice here, maybe 6 months ago. He told us about racing that horse down in Mississippi. I forget the horse's name. But what was your workout regimen like where you would put in more effort than everybody else?
I just wanted to be the greatest ever, man. I want to be the best ever. I didn't want to be the best. And I've never heard about that race with Jerry Rice and that horse. And how can a human be the horse? But that's a whole nother story. Mm-hmm. We'll go back to that later. But the work ethic was unbelievable because I just wanted to be the best ever, man. That's just who I was. That's how I got down. And I'm still that way right now. I mean, I'm going to get up in the morning to work out and do my thing, even to this day. That's why my kids have a work ethic, because they see their father's work ethic. When I get off this Zoom call with you guys, I'm going to get on that lawnmower and cut this grass like no other because of my work ethic.
Yes. So you have probably the most swag of any athlete ever. It's up there.
True.
You're in the Mount Rushmore, right?
That is true.
Yes.
No. I'm not in the Mount Rushmore. I am the Mount Rushmore.
You that's fair. You are the Mount Rushmore. You personify swag. Was there ever a time, though, when maybe you were talking about yourself in the third person, just wearing ridiculous, awesome clothing, like in a limo or something, you just broke character, and you're like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is crazy.
No, because most of my stuff was premeditated.
Right.
Like, most of my stuff was choreographed. Most of my stuff, I knew what I was after. I was always thinking 1 or 2 steps ahead of the media and whatever have it. I wish it would have been a time like this where we had social media where I didn't have to manipulate the media and they didn't have to try to manipulate me and shoot me back once I told them I was great, and they caught on to it 3 years later. But they wanted to tear me down before then. It was fun. It was a fun time, but never did I have one of those moments that I had to really look in the mirror and say, that wasn't right.
Well, it's not okay. No, you never. It was never not right. But like, I'm looking at a picture right now. It is the epitome of swag. You have a $sign earring. You're on a phone. You have the gold sunglasses. You have about 16 chains on you. You're wearing a jumpsuit, like
sweatsuit. That was draft day. That was draft day.
It's incredible. It's so fucking cool.
What am I supposed to wear to draft day? Some overalls? Some Dickie house shoes? What am I supposed to wear? Draft day is the epitome. Draft day is like the country music awards for a country guy. What am I supposed to do if I'm Waylon Jennings? What am I supposed to do?
I'm actually happy you answered it that way, because it actually confirmed what I thought, is that it's effortless, like cool. And you are that cool, and then it comes across as like, hey, this is what it is. Because I know, like, when we'll do videos or something, and we'll put on a bunch of jewelry or do like, this is ridiculous. Like, we look ridiculous.
Well, let me give you the method behind the madness of that day. And that time, that was 88. My hometown, Fort Myers, Florida, was during the crack capital of the country in that time. Everybody that was looked up to back then was not the athletes. It was the drug dealers. It was the hustlers. I wanted to show everybody in that state, hey, man, you can live a good life, play this ball, get your education, go to college, and you can do it without hustling, with the risk of going to jail for the rest of your life. So that's where the jury came in. The girls, that's what the girls wanted to see. And that's what the guys respected. In the earrings and insinuating, I'm doing my thing and I'm making money just like you guys. I just ain't hiding from the police. So that was a whole message behind the madness. But oftentimes you never get to the message, right? Because you magnify the madness.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
It's an unbelievable picture. I mean, it is the coolest. It's one of the coolest pictures you can come up with, especially draft day. It is the dollar bill, the $sign earring is so fucking badass.
Draft day. It's time to go from obscurity to notoriety. It is instantaneously. When I get this phone call, being broke is over. Okay,
yeah.
Mama, we have made it. Go to your job, and I want you. I don't condone profanity, but go cuss everybody out that ever gave you a problem at Lee Memorial Hospital. Okay, and we're good. You don't have to go back. You do not have to go back, Mama.
Did she take that advice? Did she go in and cuss people out?
If you know my mama, she did.
I love it. How long did it take for her to quit her job at that point?
Immediately.
I love it. That's such a good gift to give to a parent, one that's put in work like over the years and kind of gone out of their way to help you achieve something, and then immediately saying, "You're done. You're done. You've won."
But guess what the gift is? The gift is maintaining it. Mm-hmm. See, that's why the stuff that I spoke about, the work ethic and all that, the consistency, that's when that comes. Because a lot of guys have done that. But Mama had to go back to work because you didn't handle your business properly. Mm-hmm. Mama ain't worked since, man.
When was the last time you doubted yourself?
The other day when I shaved, I said, you know what? That gray beard really looked good. I don't know if you should have took it off.
It did look good.
You screwed up.
I like it.
It was becoming me, but I could grow it back in a week. That's the thing about it. I could grow a beard back in a week. So I doubted myself just 2 days ago.
Okay, but with an important thing, or whether it be in the business world or whether it be broadcasting or athletically, when was the last time that Primetime looked in the mirror and said, "Prime, I don't know if you got it today"?
Probably calling a play in the high school football game. Like we lost for the first time in 2 years this past season on ESPN, and we won three straight state titles, and we were in overtime. And I called a play on 4th down that I doubt I should have went with something else.
Ooh.
But the snap was on the ground, and it killed me. Like, it was a bad snap. So my son, which is the quarterback, had to drop his head take his eye off the coverage, pick the ball up off the ground, reset, and try to make it happen. And we had 2 bad snaps in a row, third and fourth down, and we lost.
Should have called a draw like Freddie
Kitchens. I doubted that call.
Yeah.
Fourth down. What was the play call?
I don't recall it now, but I think it was a double in, quarter, high, low, backside, double in on this side. It's 4th and 8. We needed 8. Mm-hmm. We didn't make it happen.
It's 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Shoot.
It's 2 o'clock right now.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Does your computer tell you every hour on the hour what time it is?
Yeah.
Why doesn't it say like, "Hey, Prime"?
Yeah. I didn't say that. I'm not really computer literate, so my kids do all this stuff. That's why I got to live a good, clean life because they have access to everything. I don't know too much about computers or phones or anything like that.
So Prime, you played on some of the best teams of all time. I'm not just talking about football because obviously you played on the 49ers, you played on the Cowboys, you played on that Ravens defense, but also in baseball you played on the mid-90s Braves, you played on the Yankees. What was the best sports team that you've ever played on?
Best as in fun or best as in talent?
Both.
Fun was Atlanta. Oh, God,
Braves or Falcons?
Yeah, you can't get no more fun. Jerry Glanville's the coach. Everything is everything. That was fun. We got our butts kicked, but we had fun. Talent-wise, probably the 94 49ers. Mm-hmm. I think we had the number 1 defense and offense in the league. Steve Young was fantastic. I did my thing on the defensive side of the ball. I think he was the MVP of the league offensively. I may be mistaken, but I think he was. And I had that acclaim on defense. And it was stealing. It was just straight stealing. Just to know you got an offense that's going to score 30 or 40, and you just got to sit in the rocking chair the whole fourth quarter because the other team is trying to catch up.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys start partying at all on the sideline in that Super Bowl?
No. Wait, we knew we were going to win. It was nothing.
Yeah, you were up like 50 in the fourth quarter.
But we knew we were going to win before the game even started.
Right. Did you have a sip, though? Like maybe, pop a bottle on the sideline real quick?
First of all, I've never tasted alcohol in my life, so I wouldn't do that. Second of all, those guys was very straight-laced, man. They were like, go click in the time. You remember the old time clock? You put the card in and it did that. They were like that. So when I came, I had to open that thing up and like, guys, let's have fun. Come on, man. So I was taking them out to the club. I was taking them to party. I was taking them to do the doggone thing with a little relaxed atmosphere. They were workaholics at that time that didn't know how to play.
Yeah.
I don't mind working, but you got to play too.
So you have one of the greatest quotes of all time too.
What is that?
If you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good. If you play good, you pay good. You knew what I was gonna say. You just wanted me to say it.
That was way back in college. I came up with that in college.
When did you come up with it? And when you came out the first time, you're like, oh my God, that's fucking genius. Because it's true.
Like in college, everything, like I said, was premeditated because this agent made a mistake in my sophomore year and gave me a pamphlet of how much everybody made. At that point in time, defensive backs was not handsomely paid. And it was one of the worst paid positions in the NFL. And I said, I got to do something about that because I promised my mama she was going to have to work. She's never going to have to work. So I had to come up with something. And I came up with this guy, which my nickname was Primetime from basketball in high school, but I had to enhance this thing. So I had to do some finagling, do some thinking, and do some creative marketing. And that's what happened. So the dress code went to a whole nother level. I went to my last game against the University of Florida, last regular season, in a tuxedo, in a limo. That's how I went to my last game because that was it. It was it. Yeah. And I know it was it.
That's great. I mean, it's smart. It's the self-promotion to get yourself paid more. But that quote, that quote is just all time.
It's true, though. It was true. It just rolled right out the tongue. I didn't even premeditate that. That one just rolled right out the tongue.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It is true. If you look good, you feel good. And if you feel good, you play good.
Yeah.
Have you ever?
Play good, you play good.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever had a bad game where before the game you were like, man, I just don't look good enough?
No, never that. I don't even contemplate that.
That's a crazy question.
I don't even know how you fix your mouth to even ask me that.
I also love your Twitter account because you really enjoy ending tweets with #truth. So
but
it's like,
truth,
yeah.
I've had a youth organization for the last, I think, it's over a decade, and our team name is Truth. What truth means is trust in God, respect myself and others, understand I have unlimited possibilities, try my best, never give up, and honor the truth in the street at all times. You could catch a kid 5 years old in this city with a Truth shirt on and say, what does that mean? And they're going to be able to regurgitate that to you expeditiously, as well as their parents. That's our creed. So that's really what that means, is what I'm saying.
Okay. I like that. Have you ever met Gary Busey? Because that sounded like abuseism. Yes. That was abuseism.
Yes. He's hilarious.
Yes, he is.
He's hilarious.
He's crazy.
Yeah, he is, literally.
Yes.
Yes.
But in a good way. In a way that makes you pay attention.
Yeah.
Not abusive. You got to listen to him, because you got to scramble through all that stuff, and you're going to find a nugget sitting right there.
Uh-huh. What would you rather do? Doubt yourself publicly or make a tackle?
I find opposition to what you just said, and I'm going to explain.
Okay.
Find one game where I was reluctant and I missed the tackle. Let me explain. My game was so strong, that was the thing they thought they found wrong. That never happened. Don't you think if you would have saw me being that type of player, you'd have remembered particular plays where they just magnified that on television time after time and time again? You never saw that. That's a vicious rumor to criticize my greatness. And I find that very appalling.
So would you say that maybe you shouldn't have been so good at playing cover defense and intercepting passes, because then people would realize that you weren't that bad of a tackler?
No. What I would say is, when you reach the epitome, Mount Rushmore and furthermore, when you have ever on the back of your name, like greatest ever, not E-V-E-R, ever, like E-V-A-H, I'm the greatest ever, they find something wrong. You can't think of a player that was really ever that they didn't try to find something that was not great and astounding. And that's what they try to come with me. You have never in your life, my coaches has never said, hey, Prime, I need you to come up and make that tackle. Nobody never tell me nothing stupid like that, because it never happened. I've never hurt my team in that aspect. And you can't remember one game where you watched or whoever watching this said, you know what, he let me down this game.
Hey, I didn't say it.
I'm watching a clip
to me.
I'm watching a clip from the Super Bowl right now. And
you didn't stop him from saying, when you saw that, when you saw the street he was driving down, you should have reached over there and said, hey, don't go there. That's Prime.
I'm watching a clip right now from the Super Bowl. And on this play, they highlight this as a play that you didn't want to tackle on. But I'm watching it back, and you just were too fast that you ran in front of where the guy was going to be.
No, I know what particular play you're coming. I'm going to tell you what really happened on the play. It was one of our guys right behind that guy. So if I cut that guy's legs out, which was my only opportunity to tackle him, I'm getting hit not only by the guy, but the guy behind him. Mind you, I was playing offense and defense that game.
You know what?
If you lose me, what happens?
You're right. I'm watching it back. There's a guy, it looks like a defensive tackle, a linebacker, coming right at you.
Right behind him.
Uh-huh.
So what's going to happen to me if I bring down in front of that guy?
And also, you were also too fast. Just go with that spin zone. Just be like, I outran the tackle.
That's not true. Find another one. I got time.
All right. While he looks for another one, I had a question about playing both baseball and football, because I don't think it's ever going to happen again. I don't know who would do it.
Only reason why, because kids don't have nerves. They're good enough. Matter of fact, they're great, but they don't have nerves.
Right.
And they're allowing people to put them in a box at an early age. You only play baseball, or you only play football, and you play that all year round, or you only play basketball, and all of a sudden you play AAU. You don't have time for the other sport. That don't make sense. Everybody I know wants two streams of income. You want to do multiple things. But when it comes to a sport, you got some idiot that ain't never done nothing is going to tell you you can't do one thing. I got time, by the way. I'm talking to him, but I can multitask. I'm waiting on you to come up with nothing. Go ahead.
Nothing.
What I'm coming up with right now is you absolutely roasting Tony Romo for pointing something similar out. And I just want to say, I don't want that smoke. I don't want that smoke, Prime. You can direct it all at Tony Romo.
that smoke there was about something else. That was about T.O. smoke.
Okay.
Yeah, that was bigger than that. That what really happened.
So my question is, was when you were doing both, logistically, how hard was it? And did you ever feel like, man, if I didn't have to spend a little time in the film room today, it might help a little bit baseball or vice versa?
No, I barely did it simultaneously where it overlapped, and they made it very comfortable for me to get in a helicopter in Atlanta and fly over everybody and land Atlanta, Fulton, and get out and do my thing. But no, that never happened because when I was playing one, I was really focused on the one thing, and I'm not thinking about the other one. And I had that kind of ability to compartmentalize everything in life, which is not a good thing sometimes.
Yeah, but it did happen in the World Series, and you had an unbelievable World Series with the Braves. You guys lost to the Blue Jays, but during that time, like, were you in the zone constantly? It's incredible to think about that you were playing in the NFL, playing in the World Series.
If it wasn't for David Cone, I wouldn't have even played. Just so happens baseball is analytical. And there's a guy, they were trying to punish. I'm trying to help these fools win the World Series. I got a football contract, and you're trying to punish me? Like, what kind of sense does that make? And you think I'm going to miss the Falcons playing against Dan Marino, Duper, Clayton, and Nat Moore, and not be out there on the island? And I'm sitting on a bench for a straight 9, not even a thought of getting in? So, no. And I'm on a football contract. That's why we did the whole 30 for 30, because of this nonsense. Because I'm on a football contract, but you try to punish me and not let me play. Thank God David Cone, and I was hitting like 600 or 700 lifetime off Cone. If it wouldn't have been no David Cone, I would have never played in the World Series. So every time I see Cone or I see an ice cream cone, I just smile and I get happy. Because if it wasn't for Cone, I would have never played.
I did find one more example, but I'm going to let you off the hook on it because I did. I did. Yes, I did. It was against Bo Jackson though, so I can't hate on you for getting stiff armed through the crust of yours by Bo Jackson because anybody would.
I was a freshman to chase down a 225-pound man to sent straight from the hand of God, and you're gonna try to bring that up on me?
I said I wasn't.
I ran up on Bo, and he pulled my head and pushed me down like I was an infant. Me and Bo, we love each other, but that right there is like the elephant in the room when we see each other all the time.
Yeah.
But that wasn't, you can't, I'm 18, man. You can't indict me on that.
That's why I said I wasn't going to bring it up. But the clip is out there if people want to watch it.
You did bring it up.
I didn't. I brought it up, but I retract. I will give you a pardon for that tackle. Is he the most athletic person that you've ever been on a field with?
No, my cousin Junebug. He was a crackhead and a good dude, though. But he was very athletic because he was still stuff when I came home from college and could never catch him. And he would sell it. And I would have to go get it back at the hood from the drug dealers. He was probably the most athletic, my cousin Junebug. But next to that, I think it was Bo.
Where are we, Prime, with your fight against people who are terrible at using public bathrooms?
Dude, you mean the guys that can't hit the water?
Yeah, you did a rant on Twitter not too long ago about people just not being able to hit the water. They're just pissing all over the toilet.
Is that not the worst?
Yes.
And then now you got the pressure of wiping the seats down or defunking the whole bathroom because when you go out and you're recognizable, they're gonna think it's you.
Yeah, that's true.
So I got to make a decision.
Yeah.
What do I do?
I think
so. Now I got to really wrap my hands up and wipe somebody else's pee off the lips of the toilet when it's just sitting there like a gold treat, and it just makes me mad. And then somebody leave 15 candy bars in the bottom of the toilet, and if you walk out of there, it's you.
That's well, no, you have to do. If you're talking about like a public restroom with stalls, you got to do the kick open method.
Yeah,
you kick it open, and if you
got to do it.
Yeah, if you see the mess, you move on. You move on.
You cannot leave a floater in there when you're recognizable. Yeah. Because what's the first thing you're gonna say? Hey man, Prime blew this bathroom on live FaceTime. Oh my God, he knocked the bottom out of this thing. So I got to make a decision.
Wait, now that I'm thinking about it, you're seeming kind of suspect. You're kind of trying to get out ahead of it. Are you blowing up bathrooms left and right, and you're trying to basically give yourself an alibi?
I will get out. I'm in the country. First of all, look, I pee outside. Everywhere I go, I pee outside. Like, I'm an outside peer. I love the freedom. I love the air. I love the breeze.
Oh.
I pee outside every day. I get up at night and go outside just to pee.
Hold on. So that would actually be more in my favor of this argument. You aren't used to peeing in a toilet.
He doesn't have target practice.
You don't have the target practice. Yeah. You're sounding suspect.
No, but if you're not close to the toilet, all you gotta do is just do the split. Just spread your legs.
I just love. I remember seeing it on Twitter and being like, "What the hell is the? Oh, okay. This is actually a very important issue."
That makes me mad. I got a real issue with that. I do. I got an issue with that.
I do agree with you though that taking a leak outside is much preferable to peeing indoors. Like feeling grass underneath your feet and just pissing outside is
no.
a wonderful.
I don't go out barefoot. I can't do it because I got bad feet. It's not the grass. It's the coolness and the freedom.
Yeah.
It's the freedom. And it's like the wind just whistling. Mm-hmm. The wind just whistles around your, around your NBA balls and just the whistle of it.
Going back to the bathroom thing, you don't strike me as a shy person. Why wouldn't you just walk out of the stall and be like, just so you know, that's not a prime mess in there. That was there when I got into the bathroom, so don't put it on me.
I don't have problem. I don't have time to be explaining nothing to a stranger that I don't know. I'm trying to prove myself to you. It's almost like I'm admitting guilt. If you're walking in the bathroom and I'm coming out, dude, I'm trying to tell you, man, that was not me.
Yeah.
What you gonna think? That was him.
Yeah, that was Prime. Yeah. Prime is messy in there. He's got to be bad at something. Yeah, like
now with a forearm laying inside the toilet.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
Yeah, it actually would make sense. You played in the NFL, you played in Major League Baseball. Everyone has to have one fault. He can't hit a toilet.
Right.
So that's how I think. You once said rock bottom for you was laying between 2 or 3 women at a time. Do you not understand what the phrase rock bottom is?
Soliloquy. Don't take the part of it. That was a soliloquy of things.
But rock bottom, I don't think you know what that means.
Yes, I do. I didn't say that was rock bottom. What I said is, could you imagine
no, I can't.
Sleeping in a 15,000 square foot home and not getting no rest? Can you imagine having hundreds of pairs of shoes and you can't go you're not going anywhere? You can't take a step in the right direction. Can you imagine have several cars and you can't go nowhere? Can you imagine? It was soliloquies like that. Then I said, can you imagine sleeping in between 2 and 3 women at a time and ain't nobody satisfied when you got up? Could you imagine? You got
to work harder.
Walking out of the stadium with 67,000 people screaming your name, but they don't even know your middle name. It was a whole soliloquy of things that I said. Could you imagine?
Yeah, but all those things seem like really awesome stuff. Like, I'm in a 15,000 square foot house. Oh, I've got too many shoes.
It's not.
Well, I actually could imagine the not being able to satisfy 2 or 3 women. I mean, that's
who could do that?
Sense.
Yeah. But that was a long soliloquy of things that I just wanted to put you into place. I wanted you to be me for a minute.
Okay. I would love awesome. To be you for a minute. Yeah, that sounds sick. When you get going on a soliloquy like that, is there a part of your brain that's like, fuck, man, this is really good? Like, I'm going. I'm prime right now.
No, because it's a button. Like, I can hit a button and it comes, man. It's a button. Like, you got to understand, like, soon as I leave you guys, I'm not lying. I'm going ready to get on the tractor and cut some grass.
Yep.
Like, that's the difference. That's the dynamics of the personality. I could be this, but I'm really that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like to do to relax?
I fish.
Ooh.
I go out there and I fish.
Hell yeah.
What do you catch out there?
Bass. I'm a bass guy.
When you're on the boat, do you stand up and then pee over the edge, or do you hold it?
Every now and then, I do.
It's a challenge because it's almost like you're surfing and you're activating those leg muscles to like balance yourself when you're pissing out of a boat.
No, I have a pontoon boat, or I have this one little round boat that I'm in. The only challenge is to make sure I'm over the edge.
Yeah.
I have a rainbow.
It's really satisfying though to pee into a lake or into like an ocean, nature's toilet.
Yeah, because the water's going to catch you.
Yeah. Are you angry at all that your Hall of Fame bust doesn't really look like you?
No, I'm not. Only thing I'm angry about is why would they take the bandana off?
Yeah.
It don't make no sense. Like you told me you wanted to be me, and that was me. So I don't understand why that was a problem.
Yeah,
that's not right.
I'm looking at the picture right now. They didn't. That was mean what they did. You're a good looking dude, and I don't know what they did, but it's just different.
It looked like a white dude from upstate New York, like his name was Bruce or Harold. It looked like his name is Harold. Like that. That's really what it looked like. It don't look like a prime. It's a Harold.
Uh-huh. What was it like prepping for that speech when you go in the Hall of Fame? Because I feel like you can just step up to the mic and just talk.
Yeah. I didn't write anything down. Only thing I is a few people that I didn't want to miss the thank you, but as far as the speech, like it's like a roller. It comes in your head and it just rolls down, and you tell the story. I could just see the story strolling as I'm talking.
Mm-hmm. What was it like when what's his name, David Baker? When David Baker came to knock on your door at the hotel and say, "Hey, you made it."
He didn't knock on my door. I wasn't going for that. I wasn't going to put myself in that situation where you're going to get a chance to knock on my door or not knock on my door and tell me I'm good enough for your little committee. I wasn't doing that. I was actually coaching a youth football game versus Snoop when the announcements were having. And they stopped the game and said, "Hey, Prime," and Snoop came over with the microphone, and he did that.
Snoop told you. Snoop told you that you made the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, that's how it went down.
That is the most perfect Deion
I told him I'm not coming to them. Because you guys don't know how they do this. So imagine 4 of your guys in a room, and they come and tell you two, "Hey, you guys got the podcast. Those two didn't."
Right.
That's how it is. They come and tell you, then they take the guys that didn't out the back door, and nobody ever heard of them. That's why T.O. said, "I'm not doing it." Because 2 years prior, every year, he was the guy that they had to walk out the back that didn't make it. And that's very humbling.
Yeah. I never thought of it that way, but you're absolutely
right. I wouldn't
right.
put myself in that situation. You wouldn't do me like that.
Damn.
I got kids.
Yeah.
They look up.
Speaking of which, are both of your kids going to go pro?
I hope so.
It's looking like it could be
That's
on the
plan.
cards. Yeah. Are you going to go? I remember. I think it was maybe January this year where you said you're going to be a head coach soon. Are you still planning on doing that at a college football?
Yeah, I will be. 2021, I will be.
Where?
I don't know, but I will be.
Okay. Are you gonna? Is it gonna be a package deal with your sons?
I don't know about that. I'm not a part of a package. Like, I create the package. I'm not a part of it.
Well, yeah, you did. You created the package. You created your sons.
Yeah, I create the package. I'm not going to be a part of the package.
Do you have any eligibility left? I would love to see you go back to college. They should just give Deion Sanders 1 year so he can go play with his son at whatever college he wants to. Mm-hmm. Where would you go right now if you were being recruited?
With my sons, plural. I would want them together, and I want to be there with them together. Yeah. I would want them on the same team.
I mean, it's going to be.
I would like that.
What school?
They probably wouldn't, but I would like that.
If it were up to you, though, what school would you go to if you were just coming into your own right now?
That's tough because I haven't looked at it that way for defensive backs. But you got to understand, I'm a lot like my youngest son, and he's a lot like me, where Florida State wasn't Florida State until my class got there, so that 85 class got there. And things changed. So he's the kind of guy that said, "Dad, if I go to one of these majors, they're going to be the same with or without me. I want to go somewhere and make it my own. I want to make it that. I want to change the game." That's the way the little man thinks, man. So that's why he chose FAU.
I like it.
That's smart. All right.
And it's Florida. It's 8 minutes from a beach, too, by the way.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. Quality of life. And, yeah, I like going to – if you're picking a school and you're an athlete – I went to University of Wisconsin. I don't know how they ever recruit anyone.
They recruited me.
Really?
Yeah. How can they recruit a black man from Florida to Wisconsin?
There's that?
How would you do? Who did that?
Did you go visit?
No. I'm from Florida.
It stunk
I had
then,
a
too.
curl. I had a curl. You think my curl was going to withstand Wisconsin?
Oh, that would have been great.
I didn't even know how to spell Wisconsin. Probably still don't. What do you think of? No, I'm not going to Wisconsin. I didn't wear socks in high school. I didn't own a jacket. When I went to the University of Georgia for a visit, I walked through the little walkway and my curl froze. They ain't coming here. They ain't nowhere in the world. Why would you invite a kid from Florida to a visit in December? That's the dumbest thing. That's the dumbest bit of recruiting. And then Vince Dooley, to top it off, he said, Mr. Sanders, I hear you're pretty good. I'll tell you what. Once you red shirt, you're going to really contribute with us. I said, sir, with all due respect, I'm better than everything that you got out there, what I just saw. They just lost to Georgia Tech. And you're going to tell me about a red shirt?
Yeah.
I'm better than everything you got on your field. I really said that.
Imagine being the guy who wanted to get Primetime to fucking redshirt. What an idiot.
Yeah, do you know where he is right now?
Wisconsin recruited me, man. You're one of the few people. That's because I love you guys. You guys probably the it ain't too many people know that I've really let in on that, but they recruited me my senior year.
That's crazy.
How did that happen? I don't know.
Yeah, that's my point, though. It's like, you're saying your son's picking a place that's 8 minutes from the beach. I never understand how Wisconsin ever gets anyone, because it's like, if I were recruited anywhere, I'd be like, fuck, I'm going to the desert. I'm going to the beach. Like, I'm going to enjoy this.
Right. Yeah. But they do a great job. They got a great program, too.
Yeah, just run the ball.
Prom, I got a little bit of history with you musically. So I purchased your CD.
You should have.
I believe it was called Primetime, right?
Yeah.
I purchased it from Sam Goody back in 2007.
Okay. What was your favorite song?
Must Be the Money. Why You Envy Me? Also a banger. You like that?
You don't have to say another word. Let me kiss.
All right.
Let me tell you. You don't have to say another word. Because if you can remember that song, that was my favorite song. That was my favorite song. And the video was supposed to be at a press conference with all these mics sitting up in my face, and I'm talking about Why You Envy Me. Oh, my God. That was a hit.
Did you write that? Did you write your own music?
That was a hit. Yes.
So I purchased it, and it cost $0 when I bought it.
Ain't nothing wrong. You still got it.
Okay. All right, cool.
There was a message behind it.
I liked We Can Roll, too, and House of Prime.
We Can Roll, y'all. Yep. I was driving down 85. That was the thought process there. 85 South in Atlanta.
I had one last question for you. It's our body armor question. Go drink body armor. I'm a strawberry banana guy. Here, this is what I got. You drink body armor, Prime? You should be drinking body armor.
That's what my kids do.
Yes.
My kids do.
Delicious. You can go to drinkbodyarmor.com or Amazon for any of their flavors. So this is technically, we usually do Grit Week, where we, right before Memorial Day, we travel around the country. We interview people out of the van. Obviously, coronavirus happened. It canceled it, so we're doing it this week. You're going to be part of it. You're actually going to be the lead. So everyone thinks Primetime. They think Flash. They think, everything, right? The jewelry. But you are a guy who made it to the highest level, the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and you have to have had at least a little bit of grit to get there. So what does grit mean to you? And where have you in your life been like, yeah, I got to just suck it up and be gritty?
Grit means being tenacious, involving tenacity, being hungry, being a fighter, being a warrior, just not stopping, not withstanding the mess, being able to not condemn but condone certain things, but yet and still staying focused, man. When I was in AAA baseball, I think it was 88, playing for the Columbus Clippers. I didn't really see the vision. I'm in AAA, and I'm getting ready to be a millionaire in a matter of time. Why am I in AAA playing in a small town, riding these buses all around the country? And my agent at the time, Eugene Parker, who's passed on, was like, hey, Brian, you got to suck it up, man. You trust me. Having the leverage is going to pay dividends for you, and you can really play this game. Just suck it up. I'm like, dude, I'm getting ready to get paid, man. Why am I here? Why am I there? I don't want to be here. And I had to really take a look in the mirror and say, you know what? I got to sacrifice for what I want, for that dream that I told my mother, that dream of leading kids out of my inner city in Fort Myers, Florida, and showing them the direction and showing them I'm not a quitter. And I sucked it up, man, and the rest is history.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Grit
story.
also means not being afraid to take some toilet paper off the roll and wipe up another man's piss if you have to, so you don't get
to wipe your hands at least 4 times.
4 rapid. I love it. Well, thank you, Deion. It was good to meet you, man.
Do you still have the $sign earring?
No, I don't. I haven't worn earrings in probably 20 years.
Shit.
I don't.
Okay. I love that picture.
Hey, guys, what do you guys like to do? My turn for the question.
Okay.
What is your biggest hobby?
I watch a lot of sports.
Yeah, gambling.
You watch a lot of sports. Like, what's your favorite sport?
I love football. I like rugby. I like actually any sport.
You know what? I tell you what we need to do. You and I, because we gotta reunite because that stuff you said a minute ago kind of took me off of you, and I've been looking at my screen with the phone up and just looking at my guy, not you. But I apologize, but I just want to be honest.
That's fine.
So what we need to do to rekindle our relationship, we need to plan a rugby trip next summer, and we need to get on a rugby team overseas and actually play a game.
Okay. I'm down to do that.
Like, we got to play a game.
I've been invited to join a couple rugby teams here in the United States, some major league rugby teams.
They know me. They won't let me get away with it. We got to go. And I have Noed Shretnaz is my name. Noed Shretnaz. That's Deion Sanders backwards. I've gone by it in millions of restaurants. Or Rich Blackman. First name Rich Blackman is the last name. I go by that name as well, all around the country. But we need to go up on assumed names and join that because I want to do it at least once.
Okay. Wait. So that sounds like an awesome idea. Now, for me, we're going to go to Vegas and I'm going to gamble with your money. Is that how we're going to?
I only play blackjack.
Okay, I'll play blackjack with you.
But I'm very cheap.
Yeah. So, we'll do the full primetime, like draft day primetime experience.
No. I'm very cheap. Like what I do, if I go to Vegas, which I rarely do, I put $100 in my pocket and I go downstairs. You ain't getting more than that. That's it.
Smart.
And I'm going to play $5 a hand.
All right. Well, Prime, thank you so much. It's been so much fun. We really appreciate it, man. And you're welcome on anytime.
God bless you. And I apologize that I did not have my phone. That's my country phone. This other phone don't work out here. I apologize, guys, because I'm never late for anything.
No worries. That's fine. This is perfect.
No, that bothers me. Sincerely, I do.
Okay.
I apologize.
Okay. We appreciate it. We're going to give you a pass.
I forgive you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right.
And we still got some bonding to do because that wasn't good.
Listen, maybe you can teach me how to tackle because I've got.
I'm not.
I've
tackled every bill my mother has since '88. Okay.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
That interview with Primetime was brought to you by Whoop. Whoop is a fitness wearable that provides you daily insights on the performance of your sleep, how recovered your body is, and how much exertion that you put on your body. Whether you're looking to lose a few pounds, if you're training for an event, or if you just plain want to feel better, Whoop can help you on your journey with personalized, actionable data each and every day. They've been even logging Billy as doing gaming as an activity. Billy has been putting up scores on the Whoop app. How are you doing? What's your average train on there, Billy?
My average train is a 10 flat because sometimes I game all day.
Okay.
But it's still going great.
All right, yeah. It's been all over the news recently. The PGA Tour procured, I think, 1,000 straps to help the golfers, the caddies, and the staff stay on top of their health because Whoop uses respiratory rate to help members potentially identify illnesses like COVID-19 before they might start feeling symptoms. So that's good news all around. They give you 24/7 data on your activities, but it's also a fun way to get competitive with your friends and family. There's nothing like hitting a 10-plus strain day. You just feel better when you look at that down on your phone. You feel better when you wake up in the morning. You've had a green night of recovery where it's like, boom, 95% recovered. Your body's ready to take on the day. You can use promo code COMM-BSTOOL on the app, and you can compete against Billy Football for your chance to win $250 of PMT merch. There are only a couple weeks left in the Beat Billy Football competition, but it's not too late to join the Barstool team. Finish strong. Get on Whoop today with code TAKE. If you use promo code TAKE, you get 15% off your Whoop. I've been wearing mine for about a month right now. It's great. I can't imagine not having it on. I check my stats all the time. It's become a part of my life. It can become a part of your life too. Use promo code TAKE for 15% off, and please beat Billy. And now, a sanitation worker, Mr. Cooker.
And now for something completely different.
Okay, we now welcome on a very special guest for Grit Week. Grit Week, of course, is sponsored by our friends at Dude Wipes, the original flushable wipes for guys. While everyone is stocking up on toilet paper, you need to be stocking up on Dude Wipes. Better than toilet paper, Dude Wipes are multi-purpose to use anywhere on your body to help you stay clean and hygienic during this interesting time and all the time. If you're not using them, yet while dropping a deuce. Do yourself a favor and check them out. Use code TAKE 10% off at dudeproducts.com. Code TAKE 10% off at dudeproducts.com. It is a sanitation worker. Is that the exact title? It is Cooker, who's a friend of the program. Sanitation worker, trash man. What's the correct way to say it in 2020?
Correct terminology, sanitation worker. You were right the first time, sanitation worker.
Okay. Well, I actually had one of the questions I had written down right off the bat is, do people ever assume that you're in the mafia when you tell them what you do for a living?
I always tell them yes. Always say yes, and they run away from you. It's great.
Okay.
That's perfect.
I like that.
I mean, why deny it if they already think that?
Yes.
Are there any like classic sanitation guy jokes that you make, maybe to like a rookie on like his first run or something like that, just to bust his balls a little bit? Like, what are some good inside jokes in the biz?
Yeah, there's a few inside jokes. We say it's picking up. You know, how's the job? It's picking up. How's the
That's
job?
pretty good.
It stinks. You know, just all the crazy shit like that. And then yeah, I first came on. That's what they told me, and that's what we stick with.
So when you're working, I always wondered how big of an area can you cover as a sanitation worker? Like on a daily shift, what is that? 8 hours? Are you working 8 hours?
Yes, we work 8 hours. It's, mostly in the morning, early morning, 5 a.m. we start, and we cover sections of different neighborhoods. We came through every neighborhood with one truck. We usually have 3 trucks that do one neighborhood. And we just bust our ass and get the job done, and we're off the street by 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Okay.
I've always wondered that because it always does seem like the sanitation workers, come during the morning time, and they usually wake you up. Is there any neighborhood that you've ever worked in where the trash comes at noon when people are at work?
Yeah. There's a few neighborhoods that do pick up starting at 4 p.m., and then there's a few neighborhoods that do overnights. The midnight shift, but usually when you start in the morning, you're done earlier enough. Usually off the street, like I said, not 9 o'clock the latest. It won't get too late after that. And then a new shift comes on at 4 p.m. to annoy the other people driving home from work. We try to annoy the people going to work. 4 to 12 shift annoys the people coming home from work.
Would you consider being a sanitation worker as being one of the hardest jobs that you've had?
Yeah, most definitely. It's strenuous. I've been doing it for 20 plus years. It takes a toll on your body. It takes a toll on your mind. It's stressful, but it pays a lot of bills. I've done very well with the sanitation department. I have no problems with what I've been doing for 20 plus years.
What's the most stressful part of a sanitation worker's job?
Trying to deal with the public is one thing. Plus, you're driving a big truck that accidents can happen. We consider ourselves one of the best drivers, because we do have a commercial license, we do drive trucks, and then we're just trying to avoid traffic, accidents, people in the street. And now we have these mopeds that are everywhere, bikes are everywhere, so it's stressful as a driver.
Yeah. What's the weirdest thing that you have found or seen in all your years of working in sanitation?
Well, there's a few things. Well, besides personal pets that we take care of, there's personal fun items that people throw away in the bedroom sense.
We try
not to touch with our bare hands, but we still throw them away. It's a few laughs. I've seen a couple of nice pictures that are thrown away that we have to throw away as well. But it's mostly a story that I have come before I started the job when we were training. Is the trainers were telling us that there was a couch in the South Bronx that had drugs in it. But that's a few things that we find too. But I just missed it by a few weeks, or else I wouldn't be here right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So have you ever seen a dead body?
Parts, yes. I haven't seen a full dead body, no.
Whoa.
Parts. When you're figuring out kind of your crew and who you're going to be working with on a particular day, is it the same crew over and over that you work with? And how do you decide who gets to drive, who gets to stand on the back, who gets to ride shoddy?
Right. There's I do have a steady partner. He has over 15 years in the job. So it's based on all of your seniority. So I'm considered a driver. He's considered a loader. we do switch it up once in a while. I'll load a route, and then he'll drive the route. But most of the day shift is all the guys with a lot of time on the job. That's 12 years, 13 years and on. And most of the night shifts are the junior guys, we call them. So those guys bounce around the clock working while senior guys take care of the morning shift.
Yeah, who's the guy that, like, what's the best position to have? The one that you have to stick around the longest for? If I look at a garbage truck going down the street, how can I identify, like, okay, it's 7 in the morning, the guy that's driving, that guy is like the captain of his squad. What's that best position?
Yeah, probably a driver. The driver runs the show. He decides when we're taking break, if we're taking break, how long we can finish the route in, and then he knows everyone on the route pretty much. He's talking to we call them customers, all the constituents. I love seeing everyone in the street. So pretty much the driver, because I'm a driver, I'll say I'm the captain. If you ask my loader, my partner, he'll say he's the captain, but I'd say the captain. The driver's always the captain. No?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Do you guys look down on recycling men?
No, not necessarily. That's actually a lot of work now these days, the recycling, because everyone is staying home and drinking their wine. Everyone's staying home drinking their brews.
Yep.
Yeah, so all the weights are going up with this with the pandemic, and I don't really look down on them. It's a lot of work. The recycling routes are actually longer than garbage routes. Garbage routes are shorter. So the recycling guys are busting their ass as well. So yeah, it's tough all the way around.
Mm-hmm. What can I do to be a better sanitation citizen as somebody who produces a lot of waste, whether it be in the kitchen, whether it be household items, things of that nature? What can I do to make your job easier?
I say the lighter the bags, the better. If you have to go through 4 bags instead of 2 or 3, I don't mind carrying the extra 2 bags. Just carrying that extra 20 pounds in the bag, it might rip in the street. I got to clean it up. If I don't clean it up, then, the phone calls come in. But I have to take care of my route, my section, my area. So I say the more bags, the better. If I got to take an extra lap or 2 around the cars, that's fine with me.
Okay.
Are there specific houses or buildings that you hate that you're like, fuck these guys, they always fuck me over?
Absolutely. I have a few on every route, but you just got to smile and bite your tongue and just pick up their trash. And,
Across the board, are there any certain types of buildings or types of industries that produce worse smelling trash than others, like a certain type of restaurant or a certain type of apartment building setup or something like that?
Yeah, there's I have a few group homes and nursing homes on my routes. Those are a lot of diapers, a lot of food scraps. Then from the food scraps and diapers come the maggots, and the maggots is a nightmare. So I can smell a maggot 2 blocks away, and then I know which building or house it is, and it's usually one of those, a nursing home, group home type of thing like that.
What's the biggest rat you've ever seen?
Oh, I've seen rats as big as cats. Then a few. The rats I don't mind. Once I get to the raccoons and skunks, that's a different ballgame.
Interesting.
So the rats have their own route going back to their crevice in the buildings or the people's houses. Raccoons and skunks are trying to protect their garbage, and you know what? It's all yours. Enjoy yourself. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, you'll stand down to a raccoon.
Absolutely.
That's interesting. We have an intern that he rehomed a raccoon. Would you, if you caught a raccoon, would you dispose of it, or would you drive it 30 minutes out of your way and release it into a nice forest?
I would definitely toss him in the back. I'm a big fan of the raccoons and the skunks.
Yeah, Billy didn't. Billy chose the other option on that one.
Yes.
What are some physical attributes that you look for when you're evaluating who would be a good partner or who would be a good sanitation worker?
What are some attributes that we're credited with?
Yeah.
Well, I do hear a lot of praise in the streets. So I do work in the neighborhood that I was born, raised, and still live in. So I do try to keep it nice and clean on my route. I do hear a lot of thanks. A lot of people call my garage or call the sanitation department, acknowledging us that we are doing a great job. So it's good. It means a lot when you are busting your ass 5-6 days a week for 5 to 8 hours a day, and people are acknowledging all the hard work that we do.
Yeah. Quick overrated or underrated for two parts of the sanitation business. Overrated or underrated hanging on the back of the truck while the truck goes down the street.
Oh, that's underrated. I used to love it. What happened was our union, for safety reasons, took off the back step on most of the trucks. So that was maybe over 10 years ago. That's when I transferred into the driver's pool to become a driver. I mean, it was fun.
Okay.
Doing 20, 25 miles an hour in the back. Back when I had hair was blowing in the wind. You can't beat it.
All right, and then overrated or underrated hitting the lever and watching all the trash get eaten up by the trash truck.
It could be underrated too. I like when parents come up with their kids in the carriages to watch us do it.
Yeah,
it's fun to see all the faces or the expressions of the young kids that watch it. So if it's just me and my partner, I'll let him do it. I'll walk to the front of the truck. But if there's kids there watching us, then I'll stay around and hang out and talk to the parents or the kids, just like conversate with them a little bit. It's fun to see their reaction.
Jumping back to Big Cat's question about the rats, is there a certain neighborhood or a certain borough of New York that's known for maybe having more aggressive or larger rats than the others?
I mostly work in the Bronx, and the Northwest Bronx, which is, I hate to say it's a cleaner garbage. But once you go a little south of where I am, forget about it. There's rats everywhere, almost flocks and flocks of rats. You pick up one bag of garbage, 5 rats are scooting at a time into the back of the buildings or back of the houses, under the cars. Pick up another bag, another 5 or 6. So I've experienced it before. I do see it once in a while now up here North Riverdale in the Bronx. But it's not as bad as say the South Bronx or like Northern Manhattan type of thing.
I like that we just gotta forget about it in the wild. That was a perfect forget about it too.
How many times
I felt that?
Yeah, how many times you get in arguments with cars and like, hey, I'm trying to get around here, and like you're honking and you're like, I'm working here, that kind of thing.
I used to, when I first started years ago, I used to get into it with them. Now I'm more mellow now. I've been doing it too long to argue with the drivers. I mean, if you see a big white truck in the way, would you follow it? I mean, on a one-way street or a narrow street, it's right. Common sense. If you see me down the street, just please go the other way.
Yeah. Or sometimes just a taxi driver will just turn down the street behind you so that they can keep the meter running and make a little extra coin.
Oh yeah,
that's an oldest trick in the book. You brought something up earlier, and it made me think. How you work in a neighborhood that you grew up around. I have to imagine that a lot of people who work in your business do better work if they pick up trash in a neighborhood that means more to them, that they grew up in. Is that something that people look for when they're evaluating like who they should hire? It's like, oh, well, this guy lived in this neighborhood growing up, so he's going to take more pride in keeping it nice.
Absolutely. I do take pride. There's only a few of us in my garage that work on neighborhoods. Well, you can tell we take pride. There's an old saying when I came on, an old timer said, "Well, you can't see it from my house. Well, if you leave garbage, well, actually I can. That's why I take everything and make sure the whole neighborhood is clean because I do take it personal. I do love what I do. It is my neighborhood, and if I don't do it, who will?" Yeah.
All right, so I had one last question. Brought to you by Body Armor. Grit Week is brought to you by Body Armor. Go get Body Armor. Sports drink. I'm a strawberry banana guy. It's my favorite drink out there. It's summertime. drinkbodyarmor.com or any of their flavors on Amazon right now. That's drinkbodyarmor.com or Amazon for any of their flavors right now. Have you ever had someone put a like gas canister or one of those little grill canisters and then have it blow up?
Yeah, actually I just read it happened this morning somewhere, but we do throw them in, but I make sure that our compactor is not as tight as it could. This way there's no pressure release for it, or I do have to check the valves to make sure that we can throw it in. But yeah, I heard this morning there's a big explosion because of a gas tank or like an air tank, or I forget what it's called, but exploded in a truck, and it hurt one of our employees.
Shit, that sucks.
I do take precautions with it, but there are some tanks that we are allowed to, and there's some that aren't. But if it's all rusted out, I can't read if it is legal or not, so I just throw everything out. And I hate to say it, but I hope for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about batteries? I've always heard that you shouldn't throw batteries away. Is that true?
The big car batteries, a few with the big acid. A few of our guys got hurt. A few got killed with the acid. Whoa. So, yeah. So I try to – we're supposed to put them in the side of the truck and dispose of them at the garage, and then a special truck takes it. But, yeah, we put car batteries and stuff like that, acid, in the side of the truck with the 2 bins that we have room for, and then we just discharge of it at our local garages.
I have one last question. It kind of dovetails on what Big Cat brought up earlier. If you look down on recycling guys, is there a group of employees, maybe public sector employees, that you do have a rivalry with, whether it's friendly, you know how like FDNY and NYPD, they all, they have the basketball games and the football games against each other, things like that. Is there a group that you guys look at and you're like, those dudes are our rivals?
No, not really. There's actually no rivals with the DSNY. I don't believe. I know everyone respects us to a degree. Like we respect the FDNY, we respect the NYPD, the MTA. There's really, like our football team plays in the same league as them, where I don't think we're as better as the cops and the firemen and athletics, but there's really no rivalry like the cops and firemen. Where I work, we do share 3 blocks with the MTA, so it is annoying with all the traffic there. That's the only thing I could see as a rivalry. Mm-hmm. We have 500 buses and 300 garbage trucks trying to pull out at the same time. And so that's the only problem I have with the MTA. Other than that, I respect everybody that works in the city.
I like that, though. I like that people give respect where respect is due to the sanitation workers.
Absolutely. Well,
so get a horse head in their bed.
Yeah. Cougar, thank you so much. We appreciate it, man. And give us a little perfect way to get going with Grit Week. Talk to some of the grittiest professionals out there in terms of sanitation business.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on. And like I said, we just bust our ass out there, keep the city clean. And if we're in your way, we apologize, but there's other ways to go. All right, there's other ways to go around us. Appreciate you guys having me on.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you very much for your time. Do you have any questions for Deion Sanders? We're about to interview him, so maybe if you have a question, we can just.
Oh man, I love Primetime. Primetime's my guy. When he was on the Yankees for that 1 year, 2 years, man, he was the only guy who was faster than me back then. And I was 5'9", 300 pounds. He's the only one that could beat me in a race.
There you go. All right, well, thanks so much, man. We appreciate it.
All right, enjoy it, guys. Enjoy Deion.
All right, thank you.
See you.
Have a good one.
That interview was brought to you by our very, very good friends over at 3Chi. You've heard us talk about 3Chi before. It's the number 3, then the letters CHI. They are the first federally legal THC products sold in the USA since Prohibition started almost 90 years ago. They're made in the U.S. with U.S.-grown hemp, and all products are formulated by a biochemist. I love 3Chi. Had half a gummy on Friday night. I was feeling good. I was feeling great. Once again, do not take a full gummy until you know how it's going to hit you. Start with a half gummy. You'll feel good. You might want to go back for more. But trust me, these things are the real deal. It gives you a similar buzz to Delta 9 THC, but it's Delta 8 THC. It's a perfect hybrid of CBD and the Delta 9. So you get that similar buzz, all the medicinal effects of Delta 9, without all the laziness, without the anxiety, the paranoia, or the mental fogginess. Delta 8 users report feeling far more active and outgoing. You get increased confidence and almost none of the anxiousness associated with Delta 9 usage. Again, it's federally legal. It's a federally legal version of THC. It's a perfect substitute for anyone using Delta 9 that wants the same great feelings without the negative side effects. It'll have you feeling amazing, but you're going to be functional and clear-headed instead of lazy and paranoid. They aren't just the best in the Delta 8 industry. They invented the industry. So again, it's the number 3chi.com. 3chi.com. You have to be 21 to purchase. And again, start slow. Please start slow. You'll thank me later. Go to 3chi.com. Enter promo code PMT at checkout. Get 5% off your order. The interview is also brought to you by Simply Safe. Here's the thing about home security companies. Most trap you with high prices, tricky contracts, and lousy customer support. So while there are a lot of options out there, there's only one no-brainer. It's Simply Safe. They've got everything that you need to protect your home with none of the drawbacks of traditional home security. It's an arsenal of sensors and cameras to blanket every single room, window, and door. It's tailored specifically for your home. Professional monitoring keeps watch day and night, ready to send police, fire, or medical professionals if there's an emergency. You can set it up yourself in just under an hour. Just peel and stick the sensors exactly where you need them. No technician required. And there's no contract, no pushy sales guys, no hidden fees, no fine print, and all of it starts at just $15 a month. I'm not the only one that thinks that Simply Safe is great. U.S. News & World Report named it the best overall home security of 2020. Try Simply Safe today at simplysafe.com/PMT. Get free shipping and a 60-day risk-free trial. simplysafe.com/PMT.
Okay, we have a Monday reading that we're very excited for. Before we do that, Billy has been doing a great job. The rebuilding of Billy Soy Boy into a soy man. So he's been giving us a sheet before every single show that has the 10. He's been tasked with finding the 10 biggest stories online. Mm-hmm. Now, this week, he said to us, there's really only 6 stories. And we said, well, Billy, you have to have 10. So I think what Billy did was he just went to Discovery Channel, because stories...
Well, yeah, that's exactly what he did.
Yes, 7 on, we'll read them out. 7, Shark Week is happening August 9th. That's a story. Mm-hmm. 8...
monkeys steal COVID-19 tests.
9. I think 8 was baby raptor fossil found in Alaska.
Oh yeah, he got a little fast and loose with the numbering here.
Yeah. 10. Zoo Miami test gorilla for COVID. Oh, and then he did the Carol Baskin.
And then he did slim pickings for Monkey Temple residents as COVID-19 hit tourism. So that's exactly what Billy did. He rounded it out with headlines from the Discovery Channel. There were only 6 articles that were posted on the internet today. The internet.
Half of our sheet is just monkeys and testing positive for COVID.
So here's a nice story that was number 4 on the list. Elon Musk denies allegation he had a 3-way with Amber Heard and Cara Delevingne. That's just like no one actually accused Elon Musk of
I'm going to deny I had one too.
Yeah, I would like to go on the record and say that I did not sleep with Wonder Woman. What's her name? Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
I did not, despite all the rumors to the contrary, I did not have a dirty, kinky 3-way with Gal Gadot and Cardi B.
Also, the lightning struck the Statue of Liberty at number 5. Wasn't that like Wednesday last week?
Yeah, that was, I want to say Thursday night maybe.
Oh, fuck. Good job, Billy. All right, let's get to our Monday reading.
Although I loved Rob Manfred when he was doing his speech on Thursday night. They were interviewing him for the Nats Yankees game on Thursday night, and he was just talking about what a great job they've done for player safety. And meanwhile, in the background, just like lightning is striking on every single side of him. He's like, we're taking into account everything that we can to keep these guys safe and on the field. And then boom, like the U.S. Capitol explodes in the background.
So perfect. All right, our Monday reading, it's rare because I don't think we've had any sequels. So if you remember, we did it probably, a few months ago. It was the story of a girlfriend writing in and saying, I love my boyfriend. We've been together for, many years, but we go to Waffle House, and every time he goes, he gets in a fight with the cook, the same cook. And she basically said, I can't go there with him anymore, but I know he still is going there. He's ordering his eggs. The cook messes him up, and then they fist fight. Mm-hmm. And they've been doing it every other week for months.
It's just important to have a rival in this world.
Yes.
I don't really see anything that weird about it, but if this guy feels the need to defend himself, then go off.
Yeah, so we have the boyfriend side, which is electric. So someone tagged me in this. It was posted on Facebook. So it starts with, so my girlfriend has an issue with the fact that I don't get along with the cook at our local Waffle House. Apparently, she had such a problem with this that she posted about it here, and it blew up, but it's been removed. I'm not familiar with this sub, so this actually was on Reddit, so I don't know the rules for posting and whatnot, so I don't know why it was taken down. Regardless, I think my side of the story should be explained. Agreed. My girlfriend and I have been together about 3 years, met in grad school, graduated, moved in together in a decent financial situation. We both work full-time, trying to get a head start on our college debts, yada, 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 clicked. This is backstory we don't really need. One of the things I love is eating. I'm not overweight or anything, and I go to the gym and watch my intake, but come on. Eating is just so nice.
Okay. Agreed.
Totally agree, dude. I particularly love breakfast food. My mom would always make eggs and pancakes and stuff like that for me when Dad wasn't around. Their marriage wasn't amazing. While I certainly wasn't abused or neglected, there was a noticeable lack of being comfortable and at ease whenever Dad was around.
It's interesting that it was a treat to be able to eat breakfast.
Right.
Dad didn't like me eating breakfast.
Right. So there's something deep here. So on top of all this, for a while in middle school and into high school, this punk kid started bullying me. We'll call him Aaron. I've never been super confrontational. I like to just mind my own business and do my thing. I was a band kid, played trumpet. Aaron would do a lot of the small things to annoy me, and when I showed frustration, he would laugh and get others to laugh. His favorite thing to do was steal my trumpet and stick trash in it like wadded up paper of food and make a spectacle of me when I'd be in the hall during passing period before band trying to clean it out.
This honestly sounds like something that Billy would do.
Yes, absolutely. I guess there's something hilarious about a skinny kid with acne and a cheap haircut not being happy. I had friends in school, but I was never socially high-ranking, probably because I didn't learn to be assertive and confident until I was in college. As a result, school was always something to be endured rather than enjoyed. When Aaron dropped out of my sophomore year, things got a little better, but my social position was already cemented in place. This kind of sounds sad. So when I'd come home after a long day of putting up with shit, Dad would never... Hold on, I got to find where this picks up. Dad would never express being happy to see me or make himself available to talk. If I tried, he would just passively say something about me needing to learn not to care or something. He was never a comfort. So when he was gone, it was just me and Mom at home, only child. I really felt safe and relaxed, and she would make me delicious breakfast-style food. Dad didn't care for it, though, so if she made any when he was home, he would make his opinion about it known. So there, he loves... Breakfast is his safe space.
Yes. And also, it sounds like what the dad's doing is the dad was trying to keep his son as a beta.
Yeah.
As he was growing up. He's like, I can't feed my kid protein in the morning because he'll get bigger than me. That's a very common dad thing to do.
Yes. I think it made my mom happy to see me appreciate her in a way my dad never did. The point is, when she made this food, there was nothing but happiness, appreciation, and love to share between us. So I love breakfast food and always will. In my girlfriend and I's budget, we have a room to go out and eat fairly often, like a couple times a week. I love going to breakfast places like Denny's, Dunkin' Donuts, and Waffle House, so we go to those once every week or two. She's got a small stomach that doesn't handle...
Can I throw a flag real quick?
Yeah.
Denny's doesn't need to be included in that triumvirate. If you're talking about the best breakfast places, you don't put Denny's in the rarefied air that Waffle House is in.
Also, Dunkin' Donuts seems like budgeting for Dunkin' Donuts. I feel you'd be hard pressed to spend more than like $6.
I think their most expensive value meal is like $4.99.
Yeah. Delicious, but yeah, it would be hard to be like Brewster's Millions and spend $20 at Dunkin' Donuts.
Just get out of here with the Denny's talk. You got to include IHOP. You got to include Waffle House. You got to include...
How about a diner?
Maybe a diner. Maybe a Bob Evans. Even their breakfast bowls are like 2,200 calories each. Delicious.
All right, so she's got a small stomach that doesn't handle a lot of grease and fat well, but she likes to have coffee and read or work while I demolish a plate of food. I like this guy.
Yeah.
He just fucking loves breakfast food.
Yeah, and also he just like slid in just under the radar. By the way, my girlfriend gets diarrhea a lot.
Yeah. We were out running errands a couple months ago on a Saturday. I was craving some breakfast for lunch, and there was a Waffle House a block away, so we headed there. We sat down to order, and when the waitress went back behind the counter, I thought I recognized the cook. I shouldn't have stared because he turned around and we briefly made eye contact. It was Aaron.
Yep.
I hadn't seen him in nearly 10 years. He did not age well, and it was obvious he hadn't made much of his life. He looked surprised, but turned back around and kept working. Now, I like my eggs a little runny. Some people think it's gross, but some people don't need to express their opinions.
He likes them,
dunked on the internet.
He likes them.
Hey, why don't you shut the fuck up?
I like my eggs medium rare plus.
Yeah. I ordered fried eggs a little runny. I also kept exchanging glances with Aaron and saw him realize how much more successful I had become than him.
Listen,
we're all in a Waffle House.
You cannot make a distinction between Waffle House employee and Waffle House customer. Once you enter that square building with the yellow roof, we're all the same under God's eyes. Okay,
I love it.
You're not any better than a Waffle House cook.
I love it. And my satisfaction must have shown on my face. Was he wearing a fucking tuxedo or something? He narrowed his eyes a little and turned back to his skillet in a frustrated way.
He's got like a MacBook Pro and like a briefcase, and he's all dressed up reading some court briefs or something.
What could Aaron have possibly read on this kid to be like, he really made it in life?
Yeah.
My girlfriend was completely oblivious, browsing stuff on her phone. Our food was served. My eggs were hard. I told the waitress that I'd ordered runny eggs, so she took the plate back. I normally just roll with it when stuff like this happens, but I was really looking forward to runny eggs this day. Girlfriend gave me a weird look about it. When the plate came back, my eggs were scrambled. What the fuck? I again said, this is not what I ordered, so the waitress took my plate back again. Now, I was pretty busy in the restaurant. Had we had the same waitresses, she probably would have noticed and said something to Aaron, but she was busy across the cafeteria, so a young waiter came back to our table with my eggs. There were 2 hard-boiled eggs on my plate. I was tired of this, so I just ate them. Girlfriend was laughing, but I was pissed. Aaron gave me a sly grin as we left. I was going to tell my girlfriend about it all, but I forgot about it until the next weekend. We were shopping in the morning, and I remembered how Aaron ruined my Saturday. Now, I like to forgive and let stuff go, but breakfast food is special to me. You don't screw with that. I fucking love this guy.
Every man has a line. You know, you have to have guy. You have to have a code, and this guy's his happy place is just eating a delicious plate of eggs.
I fucking love this guy. All right, so girlfriend wanted to go anywhere else, but we were going back, and I was going to get my damn runny eggs. Get a Clint Eastwood fucking movie. I'm back for my eggs. We got there, and Aaron looked up and saw us. I ordered my eggs runny. But Aaron cut the yolks and cooked them into the whites hard. So I asked what his problem was, and then I just wanted to eat my runny eggs and leave it at that. It was later in the day and past the rush, so there weren't many people there. When I got my plate back, he had my eggs in a nest. Dude, Aaron's a bully, but he's fucking funny.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that Aaron hasn't done much with his life, but the practical jokes have progressed so much since he was in high school. Dude. He's done a lot. He used to just like shove trash into your trumpet. Now he's like going out procuring nests so that he can make an elaborate practical joke on you. Good for him.
Fucking eggs and toast. I love breakfast food, but I hate the taste and feel of eggs and toast together. That is very particular.
Yes.
I was pissed, and this is Waffle House, so I threw it at him. I love that he acknowledged. He's like, listen, any other place, I would have just ate them.
Yeah.
This is Waffle House. I can throw shit.
Well, in a Waffle House, you are one with the cook. You're sitting right next to the kitchen. There's no barrier whatsoever.
Yeah. He picked it up and threw it back at me as he came around the counter. As I stood up, he started to come at me, and we got into a mini brawl. I was never that good at fighting wrestling, but I'm great at being pissed, and Aaron brought it out. After a moment, I realized this was stupid, so I said this was bullshit, and we left. I was not going to let Aaron have the victory here. So the next weekend, we went again. Girlfriend was pretty apprehensive, but I was going to talk to Aaron about it. But then I ordered my eggs. He scrambled them and put hash browns in them. So I stood up and kind of loudly said, seriously, and held up the plate. He laughed and flicked hash browns at me with his spatula. With the same look as when he shot spitwads at me in middle school. I slung my eggs and browns off my plate back at him. Girlfriend was like, stop, this is so stupid, but Aaron was already coming at me. We had a brawl, but he's bigger, and I couldn't grip him with the layers of Waffle House grime and eggs that were all over him.
There we go again with the elitism dripping off this guy.
So I slipped out because I'm scrappy like that, and we left. Girlfriend told me she won't come with me to that Waffle House again. I also was not going to let Aaron win. This
guy's just, is he addicted to getting his ass kicked?
No, I fucking love this guy. He is such a hero. He was going to make the runny eggs like I wanted. I tried to explain everything to my girlfriend, but I was too pissed to think clearly. I went back and ordered alone, and I guess Aaron, seeing me without my girlfriend, thought he was successfully causing problems between me and her. He's right. Mm-hmm. He's absolutely right.
I would say that Aaron is really causing all the problems here.
Yeah, it's true. It's a good point. As a result, he doubled down. That time, he didn't even make eggs. He sent me pancakes. But it's a matter of principle. I have to stand beside the fights I choose, and for better or worse, I chose this one. Because of this, I went back on a weekly basis till the shutdown, and I've tried to get the manager to come put him in his place. But the manager there doesn't care, and it doesn't even bother Aaron to clean the mess up when I leave. Dude, do you ever heard the saying, don't get in a fight with a guy who has nothing to lose?
Yeah.
That's what you're doing here, buddy. Yeah. Aaron's got nothing to lose.
If you get into an argument with an idiot, they'll drag you down to their level and beat you with experience.
Aaron's got you. Now, I know this seems like just a rant, and it kind of is. But I'm posting this because my girlfriend really isn't responding well to this at all. No,
yeah.
duh.
Well, yes, she took to Reddit and wrote like an expose about your relationship.
You have a fucking standing MMA fight with the fucking cook at Waffle House.
You should start a Brazilian jiu-jitsu gym.
Yeah. We're getting married and moving to a new city this summer, but I'm probably going to go back and let Aaron see my wedding ring so he knows he really accomplished nothing in causing me and my girlfriend to have problems. That'll show him.
That's really healthy.
However, my girlfriend disagrees with my philosophy of choosing my fights and sticking to them. Like I said, I'm usually willing to compromise on things and not make them a fight, but everyone got their things they defend. For me, it's not about the food, but about not understanding to the force that I let push me down for so long. I don't think she realizes how much this means to me. I don't know if I should give in to her and stop going back, or if I should stand firm in my decision. What should I do?
Well, I think this guy actually likes being in this fight. He likes knowing that he's in the process of standing up for himself and doing something that his old self wouldn't do.
Yes.
So the second he goes back to the Waffle House and they serve him the eggs that he wants, I think he's going to be a lost soul. He's going to
dog chasing the car.
He's going to miss having that fight. He's going to miss having that rival.
Yeah. So I'm very much on this guy's side. I want him to win. I think he needs to start thinking a lot smarter, though. He needs to do like some kind of Home Alone trap on Aaron. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to beat him up. Mm-hmm. You're not going to, unless you start doing steroids. Billy, hit him up. But like some kind of banana peel or embarrassing situation you can get this guy in. You have to think smart. You have to like get this guy to be laughed at by everyone at Waffle House, and that's your big victory.
You find out what kind of car he drives, and then you fill up his car with eggs.
Yes. Yes.
Like if he drives a pickup truck, just crack 1 million eggs into the bed of the pickup truck.
That's what you should. You could also just bring some eggs when he sends you like pancakes. Start just whipping eggs right at his face.
Yeah, just like find him on a day when his window is just like barely cracked down.
Yes.
And just slide a shitload of fried eggs into his car, and then just wait. It's kind of Monte Cristo stuff. You have to be patient with these things, or you can mess with the supply chain and slip like I don't know. Like pepper spray or some sort of sneezing powder or like a firecracker into an egg that he'll eventually crack open in the kitchen when he's doing his cooking, and then he's embarrassed at work.
Yeah,
I don't know, but you're not going to beat him on his home turf.
No,
you have to find a sneaky way to do this.
Yes, I just love this rivalry so goddamn much, so goddamn much. What do you think, Billy? Billy's taken off his shirt and now he's just wearing an Atlas jersey.
So I think Aaron's actually, in this guy's mind, the real winner because he gets to eat breakfast food all day. So he's actually jealous of Aaron behind the counter.
Oh,
it might be like
that's why he's so angry. He's like,
Aaron's got his dream job.
Yeah, because he's like, I've gone in all these colleges and stuff, and I'm so angry. And this guy, my enemy's out here eating breakfast food all day. And
it's true. He's like, to this guy, Aaron is basically like working at like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Yeah.
Breakfast everywhere.
Or the person who was like, my cousin works at Nintendo. Like,
right.
all they do is play video games all day. To him, it's like, yeah, you can go into work and you just eat eggs all day and then you go home and you get paid.
And the last thing I would say is you need to stop the gripe for right now, work your ass off, buy the Waffle House.
Yeah.
And then
promote him to being manager of the Waffle House.
Give him $100,000 salary, but he loses everything, his entire life, $100,000 salary, the minute he cooks eggs incorrectly. So every day is the most intense day of his life cooking eggs.
You can do that or promote him to that level and then just pay him for the rest of his life, and he'll be your friend.
Yeah, that's
he won't be mad at you.
That would be cool as well.
Or just you pin a tax scheme on him. You embezzle money through the Waffle House, and you leave a paper trail that implicates him as a manager. He goes to jail for 50 years.
Yeah.
You get a shitload of money.
Yeah, I like it. So we've given you a lot. Hopefully you're a listener. Great fucking story.
I do enjoy.
And now we need Aaron's side.
Yes, we absolutely.
We need Aaron's side.
When you told me that we got the other side, I thought that we were going to hear from the cook on all this.
We need Aaron's side.
That's got to be like one of the best times of his week when this guy comes into the Waffle House and orders the eggs. He gets a creative outlet for his work. He gets to kind of tap back into his glory days in high school. Where he can still bully a nerd. There's something very sad, but also like very beautiful about a bully from high school, like a jock, being so committed to how he was a jock in high school that he still acts like that into his 30s.
Right,
you know?
right. Oh, God, fantastic. All right, that's our show. Grit Week. Get excited. Wednesday, we're going to have the live stream for 24 hours starting at noon, and we also have some great guests, so get excited. Stay excited.
If we have any doctors out there, real doctors, not the Washington football team doctors, that can advise me as to whether or not I'm putting my health in jeopardy drinking 24 beers in 24
I think
hours.
I am with 24 hot dogs.
I think I'm good because I'm never going to get drunk, right? I'm just going to maintain, because your body exercises out 1 beer per hour.
0.02 BAC for 24 hours.
Just maintain it at 0.02.
A little less than a buzz. All right, that is our show. Bill, you have your send-off?
Love you guys.